Today I wanted to talk about books, more specific about books that I read. Although just randomly talking about books sounds fine to me as well. Today I want to talk about the books that I read in August, although it already is September. That's because I started a book in August and I wasn't sure if I would finish it still in August. So I waited a little to make this video. Spoilers! I didn't finish it in August. Double spoilers. I haven't finished it yet either. But guess what? It's 2020 and time isn't real anyways. So let's start with a video. It seems like I'm the last person on earth to read this series, but that's okay, at least I did it now. But if you are one of the people that didn't read it either, let me explain what it is about. This is the first book, Maze Runner, and I'm only gonna explain this one because why would I explain all three of them if there are a lot of spoilers? So let's just talk about this one. This book is about a boy who wakes up in a dark elevator. When the elevator finally stops and he gets off, he finds himself on a glade. He doesn't know where he comes from, where he goes to, or how he got into this situation. All he knows is his name, Thomas. I love this series. I love the writing style, the storytelling, the characters, everything. Just one thing, one little advice. Maybe this isn't the best read in a pandemic. Because this is when I read this series. And let me just tell ya, sometimes I did get a little paranoid and scared of the future. This series is based around a pandemic, and guess what we are having right now? I guess the joke's on me. Another book I read this month is this one. This book is Madness. In the end of this book I was more confused than the main character, if this is even possible. The main character, Mr. Jensen, works at the post office, and that's pretty much his whole life. But one day he gets fired to prevent more terminations, and where his job ends, his story begins. I'm not quite sure if I like this book. I'm not even sure if I understood this book. I'm not even sure if it was a waste of time to read this book. But I don't think I want to say that, because how could reading a book be a waste of time? But this one got me questioning. This one got me questioning real serious. Because I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to think about this, and I don't want to talk about this anymore. The last book I finished in August was this one. And I'm not quite sure if there is an English explanation, if there is an English translation of this book. I don't think so, because this book was written by a German YouTuber, and I don't want to be mean saying this, but it was a lot better than I expected it from a German YouTuber. I'm not saying they can't write, I'm just saying if you know his channel, maybe you wouldn't expect him to write a serious book. At least I didn't. But I bought the book itself. Just Let me grab something real quick. Maybe you know this book. One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus. I think most of us know this book, have this book, or at least have heard of this book. Well, this one reminds me a lot of this one. The story is very similar, at least from the description. And also a little on the inside. But they end not really the same. So I don't know if he maybe read this book, or if it was an accident, or if it was coincidence. I don't know, I can't tell that. I just know they remind me a lot of each other. This book starts off with a boy who kills himself and about the people he leaves behind, especially his best friend, who needs to learn to live without him and who needs to deal with mean classmates. One day a website called Schattenseite shows up, which exposes secrets of the students, but not students only. Now, on one side the hunt of secrets begins, and on the other side the wish that the exposing stops. I think it was really good. It was very thrilling. I couldn't take my eyes off it. There were some really interesting things inside. I also liked that there were sometimes speech bubbles. Let me show you one if I can find one. Here, for example. I really liked it. I really liked the design of it. So I would say I really like this book, but I think I would have liked it more if I didn't know this book. But I do. And it feels a little like a fake. Not even a fake, but if they took this idea quite literally and somehow tried to make it their own, but not really. Somehow yes, but somehow also not. I don't know how I feel about this. And now to the last book of August. I started this, but I still haven't finished it. So I guess it might come into the September video. Maybe this will be the only book in the September video, because I haven't read much since August. Yeah. But I don't hope so. I hope I get my shit together and read some more. At least that's what I plan. But that's also what I planned last year. And last year I think I read nothing at all. Except Tumblr posts and WhatsApp messages. Let's see how it goes. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, whenever that will come out.